Before we get started, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because today we're uncovering a coin that could completely change how you see your collection. If you've ever thought a coin from the late 20th century is worth only its face value, think again. This is the 10 francs coin from France, dated 1990, a coin that has quietly become one of the most coveted collectibles for serious numismatists around the world, and one that, in the right hands, could be worth an astonishing $120,000. At first glance, the 1990 10 francs coin may look like a standard piece of French currency, with its familiar circular shape and metallic finish. But as any seasoned collector will tell you, true value isn't always obvious. Coins are more than money. They are history, craftsmanship, and sometimes, a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. The 10 francs coin of 1990 is a perfect example of this hidden potential. Let's start with the design, because it's in the details that collectors find the real treasures. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll notice the figure of Marianne, the national emblem of the French Republic, a symbol of liberty and reason. She represents not just the spirit of France, but also the artistry and symbolism that make this coin more than a simple currency unit. The precision in her depiction, the intricacy of her robes, and the clarity of the inscriptions are all details that can separate a common coin from one that is extraordinarily valuable. On the reverse side, the denomination 10 francs is displayed along with an intricate design representing France's cultural and historical pride. This coin was minted during a period when French coinage was transitioning toward higher quality minting techniques. Coins from this era, particularly in excellent condition, are increasingly rare because many were circulated and saw daily use. Finding a coin from 1990 that retains its original luster, without scratches or wear, is becoming harder each year now. Rarity is one of the most important factors in a coin's value, and the 1990 10 francs is notable for exactly that. While many coins from this period were produced, the 1990 edition included a small run of specially minted coins intended for collectors, often uncirculated and preserved with care. Ordinary coins used in daily transactions are usually overlooked, but when a coin from this year appears in perfect condition, collectors immediately recognize its potential. Even slight imperfections can significantly affect value, so finding one in pristine condition is like uncovering a hidden treasure. Collectors in the 55 to 65 age group often have decades of experience handling coins, and they appreciate both the artistry and the history behind them. For them, this 10 francs coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a tangible connection to a period of modern French history, a reminder of the late 20th century when France was undergoing economic, cultural, and political changes. Every detail on the coin tells a story, from the inscriptions to the fine lines in Marianne's hair, to the edge design that is both functional and decorative. These elements make it not just valuable, but deeply meaningful to those who understand its context. Numismatists also pay close attention to variations and minting anomalies. Even coins that look identical to the untrained eye can carry subtle differences that drastically affect value. Misaligned strikes, slight differences in lettering, and other minor anomalies can transform a coin from a common piece into a highly sought-after collectible. The 1990 10 francs coin has several known variations, and experts actively seek out the rarest of them, often willing to pay extraordinary prices for a coin in perfect condition with a desirable variation. Another aspect to consider is the historical context of 1990 France. This was a time of transition in Europe, with the end of the Cold War and significant economic developments shaping the continent. Coins from this period reflect not only the nation's pride but also a moment in time when currency represented both stability and cultural identity. Collectors who understand this history recognize that owning such a coin is like holding a piece of that moment, a tangible artifact that tells a story beyond its monetary value. Many collectors often overlook coins from the late 20th century because they assume they are too modern to be rare. Yet, as time passes, scarcity increases. Daily usage, loss, and natural wear reduce the number of high-grade coins that remain. For the 1990 10 francs, the combination of limited minting for collectors and general circulation coins being worn over time means that uncirculated specimens are extremely rare. This rarity is exactly what makes the coin so valuable in today's market. The world of coin collecting is as much about patience and knowledge as it is about discovery. Seasoned collectors know to carefully inspect every coin, looking for the perfect combination of condition, rarity, and historical significance. The 10 francs from 1990 is a prime example of a coin that, while modern, has all three of these factors. Its design is historically meaningful, its condition can be extraordinary if preserved, and its rarity ensures that collectors are willing to pay premium prices. It's also important to consider the appeal of French coins to international collectors. French numismatics enjoys a global reputation for quality and artistry. Coins from France often attract interest not just from European collectors, but from those around the world who value craftsmanship and historical significance. This broad collector base increases competition and drives prices higher, especially for coins like the 1990 10 francs, which combine excellent condition with historical relevance. For those who have been collecting for decades, this coin represents more than a potential investment, it's a challenge and an achievement. The thrill of discovering a coin in perfect condition, verifying its authenticity, and realizing its rarity is a major part of why collectors remain passionate even into their senior years. This age group appreciates not just the monetary value, but the story behind the coin and the connection to a rich history that stretches back generations. Let's talk about value. How do collectors determine what a coin like this is truly worth? There are a few key factors: condition, rarity, historical significance, and market demand. Condition is assessed on a meticulous scale, examining luster, strike quality, and wear. Rarity is determined by how many coins were produced and how many remain in excellent condition. Historical significance involves understanding the period of minting and its cultural or political context. And finally, market demand reflects how much collectors are willing to pay. The 1990 10 francs coin checks all these boxes, making it a prime candidate for extraordinary valuation. Over the past few years, this coin has started appearing in specialized auctions and private sales, attracting serious collectors and investors. Dealers recognize that despite its modern appearance, the coin is rare, and its quality makes it highly desirable. Coins like this often move quietly, sometimes changing hands for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, far exceeding the expectations of anyone who assumed that 20th century coins could never be valuable. Some of the most exciting stories in numismatics come from coins that were overlooked for decades before suddenly skyrocketing in value. The 1990 10 francs is one of those stories. Imagine discovering a coin in a drawer, realizing it has been perfectly preserved since minting, understanding its historical significance, and discovering that collectors around the world are eager to acquire it. That moment of realization, that thrill of recognition, is part of what makes coin collecting a lifelong passion. And now, the moment many of you have been waiting for. After carefully examining the market, consulting with numismatic experts, and reviewing recent auction results, the 1990 10 francs coin from France, in flawless uncirculated condition, has an astounding estimated value of $120,000. Yes, one small coin, minted just over 30 years ago, could be worth more than most people would ever expect. It's a powerful reminder that treasures can be hidden in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone with knowledge and vision to recognize their worth. So, if you have coins from France, especially from the late 20th century, take a closer look. Examine their condition, verify authenticity, and research their history. Even coins that seem ordinary at first glance can hold incredible value, both financially and historically. The 1990 10 francs coin is a perfect example of a small, elegant piece of currency that connects collectors to history, artistry, and the thrill of discovery, culminating in a remarkable value that could change lives. Coin collecting is not just about money. It's about understanding history, appreciating craftsmanship, and enjoying the hunt for rare treasures. For collectors aged 55 to 65, this coin offers all of that and more: a tangible piece of French history, a beautiful example of minting artistry, and a rare opportunity to own something extraordinary. Remember, the next coin you overlook might be the next $120,000 discovery. Pay attention to the details, preserve your coins, and value the stories they tell. Because sometimes, the smallest objects can hold the greatest treasures, and in the world of numismatics, patience, knowledge, and insight can turn a simple 10 francs coin into a fortune beyond imagination.